Hello students, next topic is impact of population growth. This diagram we have already seen in our last video, that this curve is the investment curve, right? And this line is the break-even investment. Okay, the intersection point is the steady state, and this is the steady state level of capital per worker. Fine. So right now we have the population growth rate is N1. Okay. Suppose that this rate of population growth increases from N1 to N2. Suppose that the rate of population growth increases from N1 to N2. Then what will happen? Then this break-even investment curve will pivot, as you can see in this way, like this. And we will write delta plus N2K. So this N2 is greater than N1. Clear? This will be the new steady state, this point. And this is the new steady state level of capital per worker. As you can see, as the population growth rate increases from N1 to N2, the steady state level of capital per worker decreases from K1 star to K2 star. It decreases. The figure shows that an increase in rate of population growth from N1 to N2 reduces the steady state level of capital per worker from K1 star to K2 star. Okay? Because K star is lower and because output per worker is a function of capital per worker. We know that output per worker is a function of capital per worker. And because the capital per worker is lower, therefore, the level of output per worker, which is Y star, is also lower. If this K star reduces, then Y star will also be lower. Thus, the Solow model predicts that countries with higher population growth will have lower levels of GDP per person. Higher population growth means, in our case, population growth rate increases from N1 to N2, right? And what will happen? The steady state level of capital per worker decreases, due to which the steady state level of output per worker also reduces. So basically they are saying that if the population, that the higher population growth will have lower levels of GDP per person. GDP per person is this Y star. Output per worker is GDP per person. Notice that a change in population growth rate, like a change in saving rate, has only a level effect on the income per person but does not affect the steady state growth rate of income per person. So as we have seen in our earlier videos, that a change in saving rate has only a level effect. In the same way, the change in population growth rate has also only a level effect on the income per person. It does not affect the steady state growth rate of income per person. It only affects the income per person, not its growth rate. So it has only level effect. Finally, population growth affects our criteria for determining the golden rule level of capital. Golden rule means the consumption maximizing level of capital. To see how this criteria changes, note that consumption per worker is, we know that the consumption per worker is output per worker minus investment per worker. Because steady state output is this one and steady state investment is this one, we can express the steady state consumption as, so what we will do, at the steady state output per worker is this one and at the steady state investment per worker is this one. So basically this is the steady state consumption. C star equal to Fk star minus delta plus n K star. Now, to maximize this steady state level of consumption per worker, what we will do, we will take its derivative, as you can see in this way. Okay, in the next step, this will be the marginal product of capital minus, and this will become delta plus n. Okay, now we will write putting this derivative equals to 0. So this will be the marginal product of capital minus delta plus n equals 0. Okay, and we can also write this equation in this form. Fine. In the golden rule steady state, the marginal product of capital net of depreciation. Net of depreciation means marginal product of capital net of depreciation, that means minus depreciation, equals the rate of population growth. Equals the rate of population growth. Clear? Thank you.